One of the things I consistently see on YouTube are these videos. How much YouTube has paid me for 1,000 subscribers? How much YouTube has paid me for 1 million views? How much YouTube has paid me, paid me, paid me? And you consistently see this, and it's a very popular topic. It gets a lot of views, but YouTube AdSense is the least effective way to make money on YouTube. Now, let's go ahead and look at who makes a lot of money from YouTube. People with massive views, people who are getting millions and millions of views. They can make a lot of money from YouTube. Now, the average YouTuber, 87% of YouTubers do not get 1,000 views on their videos. 87%. So what does the math tell you? The average person is not going to make a lot of money from AdSense. It's just not. The average person is just not going to make a lot of money from AdSense, looking at the numbers. Now, there's a way that you can make millions of dollars from your YouTube channel if you do certain things differently. I've seen people become obsessed with getting views, getting subscribers, getting views, going crazy, talking about how many subscribers I can get, all right, let's get into the intellectual property school. This is what we have going on. We have a bundle of courses to teach you how to make money with your mind. One of the things that you have to understand is you can make a ton of money with your mind. Unlock your potential with the Intellectual Property School V2. Then we get with the AI Income Engine, which is an extremely powerful course. Then we go a little further. Now, the foundation for this whole program is starting a YouTube channel. Once you start that YouTube channel, you open the gateway to making millions with your mind. Then we start the YouTube channel. Then we teach you how to, once again, this is the YouTube book, give you a start and become to the author for how to use the author to write books. Now, this is what's going on. We're still building out this program, but now you can get in for $500 if you go below and click this link. And we have YouTube training every Thursday at 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Join today. I have, because when I see this look, and you'll see it, it's like all this small YouTubers, let's band together. Or I've seen, I pray for all small YouTubers. That's the wrong thought process to even have about yourself. So, what's the first thing you need to understand? And this is huge for a lot of people, because a lot of people are in love with, quote, the YouTube lifestyle. And let me explain the YouTube lifestyle and why it is so seductive, why it's so attractive, why people want it so bad. If you're doing YouTube, you do YouTube when you want to do YouTube. You make the videos, then you get paid, and you have all of this time to live your life. Now, here's a little secret. The YouTube lifestyle and the online creator lifestyle are very much the same. How do I know? I'm an online creator. Let me go ahead and break down my lifestyle. I got to the point where I just didn't do things on the weekends other than maybe go out to eat. I did not run errands. Because you know why? Because everybody else was free on the weekends. So I love going to the malls. One of my habits was to go to the mall at 10 a.m. on a Monday. There's nobody in there. You'll see elderly people walking in the malls and stuff. There's nobody in there. You wait in, you get served immediately because there's nobody in there, right? And that matriculated to me going online and start, like, at one point, the majority of my wardrobe came from online shopping. I didn't even go to the malls. So here was my lifestyle in 2020 when I made $3 million from my creator business. I would get up, go for a walk, work out, then I would come home. I had a full-time assistant. She would come in at 8:30. She would do her thing. I lived in $1 million house. She would go upstairs. And this is a funny thing. This is a little detour, so I'll get back on track in a minute. I lived in this 5,000 square foot house, and I remember towards the end before I moved out, I pretty much operated on the main level because it was a house with the bedroom that was on the main level, the master bedroom. So my office was off of the bedroom. So my office, my bedroom, go to the kitchen, I go to the living room. That was 90% of the use of the house. So I just got this concept in me that if I ever got another house again, it wouldn't be that big. Now, I'm getting married, I got my boo thing, so we'll get a larger house than what I originally thought. It just won't be me. But back on point. So once you start a YouTube business using YouTube as your megaphone, things open up tremendously. Things like literally, give you an example. I have multiple YouTube channels because I have a YouTube business, right? And one of my channels, I started like 2 weeks ago. I started the YouTube channel February 21st. That YouTube channel has 380 subscribers and 1,200 hours of watch time. Now, I'm getting about 200 hours of watch time per day. Now, my goal this week is to go ahead and amplify the watch time up to 500 hours a day. So in 3 days, that's 1,500. And in a week, in a week, I'll be monetized on that channel from YouTube. But more importantly, let me talk about the design of that channel. One of the things that I did, and this is something I've done several times, now that I've had a winner, a home run hit, I'm getting ready to focus a lot of traffic to that channel. And I have an ad on that channel, a video that I made that's getting a lot of traction. So that tells me that I can now aim a lot of traffic at that ad. So I'm gonna be monetized in two methods. I'm gonna be monetized on YouTube content from YouTube, and I'll be monetized with online course sales. And that one, that finger right there will make more money. Because let me go ahead and give you the math. Let's say this YouTube channel, because I'm building it very different. I'm building it strategically. Right now, I am using one YouTube character as a lead magnet. So it's bringing in a lot of traffic. Every time I put a video about this character, I get a lot of traffic. So that's the traffic source. But one of the things I'm doing, I don't want to become that type of channel where it's just a reaction channel to that person. So what I'm doing is I'm building the YouTube channel out. Video about that person, then 2 of my videos. Video about that person, then 3 more of my videos. Video about that person, then 4 more videos. So what I'm doing is building depth of the YouTube channel and talking things. So the next video that's gonna pop is very interesting because it's about a celebrity. So here's the thing. This channel that didn't exist on February 20th, I feel this channel is going to make me, I'm going to say $7,000 to $10,000 in the month of March. And the majority of that money will come after the 21st. Now, I will not get any YouTube money this month. I'll get YouTube money in April. So the majority of that money is going to come from online course sales and book sales. Now, a channel that didn't exist February 20th, and now it's going to become a revenue generating energy source literally in a month. And that's the power of a YouTube channel. Now, I've done it several times, but once again, if you guys keep with this, I'm a small YouTuber, I can't make it, I need that. Like, look, I'm telling you, the pathway to making money on YouTube is brand deals, sponsorships, selling your own product. There's a YouTuber by the name of Sonny Lenarduzzieri, right? Sonny. Go ahead and put in Sonny Lena and you'll find her YouTube channel. Now, Sonny is a really interesting person. Sonny used to make, she's made about 40 million now off the selling of her course, right? But I noticed something because I peeped the internet. Sonny used to advertise exclusively on Facebook. Then she actually is advertising, I believe, on Facebook and YouTube. And then something shifted. Sonny has come in very hard on her YouTube channel. Really, really hard. Now, I'm gonna give you what I believe happened. I used to run ads for various programs and the ads sucked. They just crashed and burned. I was spending like $9,000 a month and not making any money. And the ads were, because here's the thing, I have somewhat of a personality and people were watching ads and it's like, oh, if I go ahead and book a call, I could talk to Glendon Cameron. And they would get in there and they want to talk to me and they weren't interested in a product. It was beyond annoying. So one of the things that I have learned with ads is, because here's the thing, in 2020 I made $3 million. I didn't run one ad. And Sonny coming back to YouTube really, really hard, I think Sonny is like, hey, I'm gonna use YouTube as my megaphone to get leads to my business. Because I don't know if Sonny's still running ads on Facebook. I'm not sure. I haven't looked. But that should tell you how powerful YouTube is, that someone who used to spend millions running ads is now back on YouTube spreading her message, because YouTube is the biggest source of free traffic on the internet. Biggest source of free traffic on the internet. And this is one of the things that will literally free you from your 9 to 5. Now, one of the things that's happening is a lot of people do not understand the power of YouTube. And they get lost in trying to be, quote, a YouTuber. Someone that is YouTube, you go out, you put a lot of videos, you get a lot of people, and you make that juicy AdSense money, right? I can tell you from personal experience, the year I made $3 million selling my own stuff, that was the best year I had in AdSense, and I made $115,000 AdSense with 2 monetized channels. So for me, I've always been making way more money selling my own products and stuff. That's literally how I got started on YouTube. Years ago, 2009, I had this ideal to write a relationship book, right? And then I got halfway through with it and I realized I didn't want to be the relationship book guy. So I had to do a hard pivot. And I said, what do I know? I know storage auctions. So I wrote a book, Making Money A to Z with Self-Storage Unit Auctions. And then I created a blog, urbanpackrat.com. You can go to the Wayback Time Machine. You might be able to see parts of it. And then I realized I wrote the blog, I had the book. I just wasn't getting a lot of traffic. I was getting maybe 6-10 views, hits a day, right? I started a YouTube channel, free traffic. First week on YouTube, my blog traffic went from 610 to 200. The second week of YouTube, my blog traffic went to 300 to 400. The first month of YouTube, at the end of the first month, I was getting close to 700 to 800 blog hits. And guess what was happening? I was selling my book. YouTube to the blog post, links to the book, making that money. And that's how I went from starting a YouTube channel August 6, 2009 to getting to $2,000 to $3,000 in December 2009, then roll around to May of 2010, consistently $4,000 to $5,000 per month. And I was not monetized by YouTube. I had maybe 2,800 subscribers at the time. Maybe. In 2009, $4,000 to $5,000 a month was a livable income. Today, it's kind of sketchy on that if that's a livable income. Well, yeah, it's a livable income for some people. It's a livable income for a lot of people. Well, why am I sitting there bullshitting? A lot of people don't even make $4,000 or $5,000 a month today. So that's still a livable income. What did I just tell you? I have a new YouTube channel that's going to make me $7,000 to $10,000 this month, and I'll be monetized by YouTube, but I'm not getting that money this month. I'll get that money next month. So let's go ahead and think about that. Do you want to build a YouTube channel so you can get paid? If you do, I have something for you. And you probably saw an ad around here. It's the Intellectual Property School. Teach you how to build a YouTube channel, teach you how to write a book, teach you how to create an online course, teach you how to do coaching, and teach you how to set up a podcast. All of that's in the ad, and the link is below. So if you want to literally start a YouTube channel, keep your job, come home, start your YouTube channel, and let's just say you started a YouTube channel and your YouTube channel made you $1,500 a month. That could be your rent. That could be or you got to $2,000, that could be your rent and car payment. What that means? More money, more money, more money for you. So the link's below. Check it out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.